So when you're talking about the things you listened to growing up that inspired your music, I've always been interested in hearing like, especially rappers, the music they listen to growing up that has influenced their style. Like when I see in an interview, like Trippie Redd is talking about how he listened to like really emo bands that I would listen to when I was a kid because I was super emo growing up, and like saying like how that inspired his music, but like the take he did on it.
Right.
I was curious, like with you, is there anything that like might even be like an embarrassing thing you used to listen to, but that has motivated you to make music, or like it's just very different from the styles that you would
Yeah.
employ?
I don't really think there's anything that's super embarrassing, but something that might be shocking to some people. Everyone around me knows I love this band, but I'm a huge Sublime fan, and I listened to like a lot of No Doubt and stuff growing up. So I like ska music a lot and like reggae stuff.
Yeah.
I also listened to a lot of like classic rock growing up. So yeah, I'm super into like rock music as well, and like ska and different reggae stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a few Sublime CDs in my fucking 2005 Camry. They're not mine; they're my parents. But like I'll put them in every once in a while. That's pretty hilarious. And then like classic rock. Would you say that's like I don't know, fucking Motley Crue or like further
like stuff like that. Trying to think, what are some bands I really like? Oh, I listen to a lot of Rush. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rush. They're a Canadian band.
I've heard of them before.
Dude, they're amazing. One of my favorite albums ever is by them. It's called 2112. It's incredible. It's like a full-length album, but it's only like 5 or 6 songs. But the first song is like one song, but it's like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And it's like just basically a bunch of different songs that they just kind of transition together well. It's just one song. But yeah.
It's the ultimate Bohemian Rhapsody.
So you started making beats early in high school, right? When did you start getting into like vocals and getting yourself a setup?
So I was I started making beats when I was like 16, maybe 15, and at that point I wanted to do vocals as well because I had been writing raps and stuff since I was in like middle school, writing lyrics and different stuff. But I'm sure you guys went through a little bit of this getting your stuff set up. But
yeah, man, love the lunch freestyles.
Dude, I was like, okay, I want to get a mic and stuff and record on my beats, but it was like expensive, and I was just like a kid, and I was like,
and back in that day, like getting even like a $50 mic is like, it's still like steep because you're like,
it is crazy how much like your idea of finance is changing from high school to out of high school. Like in high school, I could never imagine getting anything. But it's different. I
didn't know how to set it up either.
Yeah.
So once I finally did acquire a microphone, I couldn't figure out how to get it set up. So I still couldn't start doing vocals yet. So I was still just producing. And then I got a new mic that was like a good one. And I finally figured out how to get everything set up. And that's when I started doing vocals. I was probably like 17, something like that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I have the exact same experience because I was the one who like when all the equipment was getting bought, it all came to me first, and I was trying to figure out how to use it. And it was a steep learning curve. Yeah, and that was, I mean, I was 18 at the time, just turned 18. So I do wonder, you know, like I think a lot of kids run into that problem. Like high schoolers struggle with like taking like, you know, like an interest in music and turning it into anything but mainly with like technology, both in like getting equipment and learning how to use it.
It's because for the most part, like you really do have to learn it on your own. Like it's like
it takes a while.
Yeah, like the mic comes with a setup instructions, but it's not like you always think you plug it in and boom.
Yeah, and they don't tell you like what stuff that doesn't come included that you actually need to get it to work.
Comes with no
so
cable.
I was like, okay, I bought the mic, we're ready to go. I get home, I'm like, oh shit, I need like cords and stuff for this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, these things didn't even come with their cables. I had to go get those.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what cables I need for this, and I didn't know that I needed cables. And yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, luckily in our high school, like my favorite part probably was like we had an audio and video class. Oh, and nice. Like we learned most of that stuff there. So when we came out, we weren't completely clueless, but like working with such better equipment and like just everything's just better and more complex, it just gets hard.
Yeah, and definitely more than I think most people would get, even though we had like such a limited knowledge. And I wonder if like that was more invested in high school, that we could see like more artists coming out, like if more kids knew how to work these sorts of equipments and had access to them. at a younger age before they sort of got swept up into other things of life.
Yeah.
If we could see more artists come out of that, but I don't know, I guess food for thought.
I think it's cool